This is for players who have a short or default wingspan that are under the height of 6'3", or I mean, you could use it if you're 6'3". I've used this shot on my 6'3" sharp and I've had success, but this is a really good shot for shorter players, and this will allow you to pull up from that stretch big range and get greens. So definitely make sure you put this shot on if you're 6'2", and you'll see right here. I mean, this is on Hall of Fame, of course, and we're getting snap greens offline. And like I said before, you can use the 65 Aldridge release that I just showed you in my previous clips on my 6'4". But I use that release on my 6'4" because on a playmaker, you need the best jump shot possible for your greens. See, now on a sharpshooter, my release window for greens is way bigger. And the time I need to get off my shot, you know, I can take like a half second to set my feet. See, with Aldridge, if you notice me going to my left, I have to pause for a good half second so that way I can pull up for the shot quickly. Because on Aldridge, your dominant hand, the foot of your dominant hand, so since I'm left-handed, my left foot is leading my right foot by almost like a half foot. So when I'm running to my left, I literally have to stop and pause for a good half second to be able to get my shot off quickly. If I'm going to my right, obviously that's not the case, but it doesn't really affect you too much on this build because you're short and you can get the shot off very quickly. Now, as you can see, I'm pulling that shit up from Limitless and I'm banging it. So, I mean, of course you expect that from a sharp, but with how quickly I can get the shot off, and since I'm a sharp, I get a lot of greens with it. But if you're anything other than a sharp, I would highly suggest using 65 Aldridge if you're under 6'5", because 65 Aldridge will get you the greens you need on a playmaker, on a shot creator, really on any build that doesn't have that 94 3 ball. So jumping into this next build slash height range, we're going to be looking at my 6'10" point forward. Now, these two jump shots I'm about to show you are good for any player above the height of 6'5". So if you're 6'5" and taller, these jump shots are really good. So this first shot I'm going to show you is base 32, release 35. Now, I don't use this shot anymore, but it is greens. It is pretty good for the Pro-Am. You could try it out if you want, but I'm not even going to be showing you any gameplay of it because it's really not the best shot you can use anymore. It used to be, but this next shot I'm going to show you is basically the best shot you could use for a player 6'5" and taller. But really what I want to demonstrate to you here is that if you look at my release speed, you'll notice on players 6'5" and taller, when I go to my release speed, the meter's already maxed out. Now see on my 6'4", the release speed right here, it's one notch short of being maxed out by default. And that just shows you right there that as soon as you get 6'5" and taller, as soon as you get to that height of 6'5" and taller, you lose that very quick release speed and it automatically defaults you at quick, maxed out. And just to demonstrate that right here, I'm going to put on 65 Aldridge on this 6'10", and you guys can see how much slower the release is. Now, you guys might want to watch over this video a couple times. I know it's a lot of weird information you probably haven't heard before, but it's just because I've put in so much time into these releases, so I know a lot of weird things about them. But as you can see, this is the same shot that I was just showing you at the beginning of the video on my 6'4" playmaker, and you can see it is a lot slower. I did manage to get a green right there, but shooting the normal release with this shot, as you can see, I'm releasing it a little early, and it's not snapping to the end. This is because on players 6'5" and taller, you don't get that very quick release speed, so your jump shot is a lot slower, and you can see that right here. So I'm not able to release it quickly and efficiently, and I'm releasing it about the same as my 6'4", but it's just a little short of being a perfect release, and it's not snapping to the end, so it's clearly not nearly as good. So now you're probably wondering, well, what is the fastest and most efficient jump shot for players 6'5" and taller? And the answer to that is Aldridge with Rudy or Aldridge with Jordan. Either one of those releases are very good. Now, I know at the beginning of the video I was talking about how Aldridge, I didn't like it because the dominant ball hand's foot is leading too much from the opposite foot. So it makes it so when you set your feet, you know, if you're going the opposite way, so if you're left-handed and you're going to your left, it makes it so that way you have to really stand still for a second and set your feet. But with that being said, it is fast enough to where you can get the shot off very quickly, but with the Rudy Gay or Michael Jordan release, it's not lightning fast to where it's not efficient. So as you can see right here, I'm getting tons of greens with it, and I'm able to just bang out with it, and it's very quick, and you can really get the job done with it. And plus, since you're jumping so high, it's very hard to contest. So if you're 6'5" and taller, definitely use a mix of Aldridge with Rudy Gay or Aldridge with Michael Jordan. Those releases are very good. Now, as you can see right here for this last part of the video, this shot right here is the best possible shot for all players 6'11" and taller. So basically stretch bigs, lockdown defenders, glass cleaners, any build, even athletic finishers. As you can see right there, flawless 50 A3 ball with athletic finisher. He's banging it from top of the key. And that jump shot is high school one, guys. You'll notice all of the best centers and just big men in general in this game use high school one. And it's because it's the fastest release you can possibly use at that height that's efficient and gets a lot of greens. So if you're 6'11" and taller and you're not using high school one, you're really putting yourself at risk to miss a lot of shots or just not be as efficient as you could possibly be. Aldridge at that height is just, it's not efficient enough. You're not going to get enough greens, and you're going to have to set your feet too long to get the shot off. So definitely make sure you're using high school one. It's really good going to your left and right. And you can even use it on 6'10" and 6'9" heights. But really at that point, it's just all preference. So with that being said, guys, this has been your boy Breeze. I'm signing out. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to leave a like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.